Do you find it difficult to paint bold in watercolors? Bold brushworks can make your watercolors look very confident and interesting. We will paint a very bold watercolor boat and shadow scene today. Hi friends, I am Vanidas Mangatil and let us learn watercolors together. I am using a cold pressed watercolor paper around 300 GSM and the size is approximately A4. I am using a pale wash of raw sienna and a touch of burnt sienna to paint the ground. Okay, so we will add little bit more darker tones by adding little bit more burnt sienna, and I'm using a soft mop brush. Okay, it's a synthetic squirrel imitation mop brush, medium size, and let us make it even more darker to create some interest. Okay, so I'm making some darker brushworks on top of the raw sienna, burnt sienna initial layer, and it is kind of a wet on wet approach. Okay, now once this is strongly dark, we will start painting the boat. Okay, so we know that watercolors will dry lighter, and therefore we have to add little stronger color when it is wet. So this seems to be good enough, and now let us wait for this to get dried. Okay, now before letting it to dry completely, when it is partly dry, we can sprinkle some water to create some textures. Okay, now this is good enough. Now we have to think of painting a boat. The ground portion we have painted is fully dry now. Let us take some strong vermilion red color. You can use any color. I mean, I am using a vermilion red color to create a big sort of boat. I haven't made any drawing for this. If you want, you can make a drawing first and then paint. I'm just trying to create a shape of a boat. For this specific composition, I am only considering a portion of the boat, a left half portion of a boat probably, and I'm just trying to correct some of the edges to make it look like a boat. That's it. You don't have to be very careful here. I mean, it is just a shape of the boat, and I think at this point we need to add a little bit of darker color. So I'm adding Payne's gray color and mixing it with the vermilion color that we have already picked up to make some darker tones. So I am painting it with a little casual approach, not very much worried about the precise edges and all. We can always correct the edges. Okay, so if there is a little bit of correction required, we can always do that, and this looks good to me. You can make it even better, but for this particular exercise we are trying to make some bold and casual sort of brushworks. Okay, so I'm not very much worried about making it very precise. Okay, now that we have darker tones for the boat as well, now let us continue and paint some shadows. Okay, so where the shadows are beginning, it is very dark, and when the shadows are kind of spreading, we can make it slightly lighter. Maybe we'll make it bigger shadows maybe. Okay, see, we haven't made any drawing. It is nothing is there clearly. I mean, there is no clear plan, so I'm just dynamically deciding to do, I mean, all my brushworks. It is whether to make the shadows larger or smaller. It's all, I mean, my dynamic choice. Okay, I just look at the paper and then try to decide the size and shapes of the shadows. Okay, it should be consistent. If you have more than one element, the shadow size and shape should be consistent with the direction of the source of light. Okay, so direction of the light basically. Right, now this looks very strong shadow, and it is hooked properly to the ground. That is the key thing. So the shadows will help us in kind of hooking the element firmly to the ground. I feel that the boat color and the shadow colors are too strong, and I think it's a good idea to diffuse it little bit. So for that, I am splashing some lavender color, and I will be trying to merge the lavender to the background colors so that it will look little bit diffused. I don't want that much strong colors. Okay, let there be some kind of drama happening, some kind of expressive, textures happening there, right? I think that is reasonably good enough, and we'll see what to do next. So what we should be doing next? I'm just trying to kind of modify the shape of the shadow a little bit to get some more expression. So it is I don't have any specific shape in my mind. I'm just trying to create some sharp edges and some soft edges and some different shapes, etc., to create some sort of energy or some sort of drama happening there. That's it. We will probably try to add some element on top of the boat, okay, to justify some of these shadows, but we don't have to be very precise, okay. I think this much definition is good enough for the boat, and let us make some structure above the boat, okay. Maybe there is a small room kind of thing. So some of these fishing boats, they have these things. Please don't try to make it very precise, okay. I don't have any precise idea about what is here, okay. I'm just trying to suggest some visual elements, some shape here, maybe some kind of a box kind of a structure, and then we will add some more details like some lines and some vertical lines, some standard lines, cables, etc., to make it little bit interesting. So this portion can have some shadow area, some light hitting area probably. So I'm making some darker tones, okay, and some lighter tones, and let us kind of make a structure. That's it. This, I'm not very happy with this. Anyway, let me continue. And I don't want to make sharp edges around this area. See, I want sharp edges around the corner of the boat and the corner of the shadows. That's it. The rest of the places, I don't want any sharp edges. So I wanted to diffuse less important areas. So to me, the corner of the boat and the corner of the shadow and around that area, the left half portion basically is, I want to give more contrast around that area. And maybe then we will give some sharp lines also around this. So maybe some vertical lines, okay, some more lines. You see, you will find a lot of these lines and cables above the boat. So I'm just suggesting some of those in a very casual way, okay. It may not be technically all right. All these cables may not be making sense if you are very much informed about the boats and their structures, but I am only looking for some visual elements of interest. That's it. If you have a boat reference for this, well and good, you can use the reference, but at this point I am not looking at any reference. It is just I'm just listening to my own instincts, and just I'm following my thoughts. That's it. Okay, this looks a little bit too much. There are too much splashes and some blobs, etc. But I don't mind. Those things are. I like such. Such textures. Okay, some of the textures may not be very good looking at this point, but I think overall it will create a good effect. Okay, all those lavender splashes and smudges, etc. It may not be very much precise or very much good looking at this point, but overall I think it will make a good impression. At least you try it, okay. We can always experiment with our ideas, our approach, etc. And if it works, good. Otherwise, it's a learning. Okay. If you try something new, you want to experiment something, and it doesn't work out good, don't worry. You have experimented. You got a chance to experiment, and you did it. And whether the result was good or bad is something we don't have to worry too much about. That is how we learn. Okay. That is how we learn to take decisions. Okay, now some figures here. Okay, some tiny figures and some suggestions for their body parts, like the upper body, the head, etc. This should be done with a little bit care, because at such a tiny scale, the body proportion, perspective and all should be reasonably convincing. I feel that the figures could be tiny bit larger, but I don't want to modify it now. Let it be smaller. And if the figures are smaller, it will give an indication that the boat is bigger. We can consider that the boat is reasonably bigger, so that the figures are looking smaller. Okay, maybe some write up here. I don't know what they are. I'm just writing something. That's it. If you're liking this, if you're finding this video informative, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell notification. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please do write them in the comment box below. And if you think this can help your artist friends, please do share. It takes a lot of effort and time, so I would need some motivation from your end, and that motivation can be your feedback, your comments, etc. And some thick application of orange color for the skin tones, for the faces, arms, etc. And as I told, this is very tiny figures, so the body part also will be tiny, and you have to be very careful. Okay, and even little bit of mistakes here and there wouldn't matter too much at this tiny scale. Little bit of proportion change or perspective issues may not be noticed well, but too much of perspective changes maybe it can spoil it, right? So I think these are good enough. I don't want to do too much of details. I'm just thinking whether we should add some more figures or not. Okay, should we add more figures? What do you think? Please do let me know in the comment box below. While I am taking decision, you can type your comments whether we need more figures or not. If you're following along, you can make these figures tiny bit larger, because I really think that the figures could be tiny bit larger. Now I'm thinking whether I should add some more figures on the ground or not. Let us take few seconds to decide, and I think let us make some figures. Okay, so let us make a figure here. It's in shadow, so you may not be very clearly able to distinguish the figure. It will be in darker color, and we may not find much of contrast. Okay, a very tiny figure here maybe. Okay, we could have made it with a brighter color here, but for some reason I just wanted to do it in dark. If you want to paint this particular figure with bright colors, you are welcome to do so. And I really think that the figures are tiny. Now I cannot make this figure alone as big, because every figure should be then bigger. But I think at least the nearby figure, this one, can be made little bigger, because that is nearby, it is closer to us. I think that figure can be made little bigger. So, I'm taking a little bit of larger, darker color and making it tiny bit bigger. I cannot make it too big, because then the relative sizes of this figure and the figure inside the boat, there may be a mismatch. So tiny bit bigger. Right, I think we are pretty much done with this figure. Now what else? I'm just thinking what we should do. Should we add anything more? I think we can add just some white highlights. This is thick white watercolors, and I'm using a rigger brush for this. It should be done with a little bit of precision. You have to do it carefully. Okay, these are some opaque touches, and maybe some highlights for some of the cables hanging, and maybe some cable coming from here. I don't know whether that makes sense or not. It is, rather than whether it is technically making sense or not, these are some visual accents to make it look a little bit more interesting. That's it. I wanted to make it little engaged, so these are for those visual engagements. Okay. Okay, so I think we should stop it. We should not do it too much because it can then spoil it. Maybe a little bit of a highlight for this figure. Ideally, we should not. I don't think we should really worry about giving highlight to this. So I'm making the highlight slightly dull because it is in the shadow area. But I still wanted to do that highlight because I wanted that figure to be distinguishably visible. I think I think we can treat it as done. Maybe some darker touches under these white lines to make it little convincing. And I think we can treat it as done. We can treat it as done. I don't think. See, we could do a lot of things. We could add sky. We could add a lot of things. Please do let me know what you think could be added to this. I mean, if you were painting it, what you would add? Will you add a sky to this, or will you add something else? Will you add another boat at the distance? You can give me your feedback. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope this video was informative to you. You could learn something from this video, and if you think this was informative, this video helped you, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell notification if you haven't already done. And please do let me know your comments, feedback, etc. And please do consider sharing this video to your artist friends. So thank you once again, and we'll see you soon with another interesting painting, and happy painting.